Hi. Okay, so this is gonna be as quick as I can make it. I know my videos are like 15 minutes long. Sorry. This is the creative assignment for week 3 in Intro to Sociology, and we had to read chapters 5 and 6 this week. And you know how I do. I have the book because I have so many thoughts in my head I can't get it out loud. Okay. Can I just skip over chapter 5? I mean, chapter 5 was cool, you know, learning about different groups and what groups fit into what and why people talk to certain people, why people end up being friends for a long time and all that stuff. That's cool. But chapter 6, the sexuality and society chapter, let me just touch on a couple things. Okay, the difference between society then and now with the way that women dress, that bothers me because am I the only one who think that it's a little bit better the way that women dressed back then, 30s, 40s, 50s, and now? Because, you know, girls are walking around with like calf clothing. I thought back then, which there, you don't get me wrong, there's a little bit styles that society doesn't really like. Okay, maybe not like. I mean, there are some people like the pinup style that's still coming back. That's still like trendy. It's been trending for the past 2 years, and society's like, hey, and they're actually promoting it, saying, you know, girls should dress like this, girls should do this. But then it's a clash with society because Victoria's Secret ads with these girls wearing bikinis. Like, here's the book. Here's what I'm talking about for my YouTube people who are watching this. Do you see the difference? This is like 40s, 50s. This is like now. Do you see? This is classy, and I think this is trashy. I'm not a fan. I don't own a bikini. I will never wear a bikini. I'm too big for that. And even if I was a stick, I don't know, I feel naked. And if I were gonna wear anything of somewhere, it would be like they did back then. Which, what year is this? That looks like 40s, 50s. Because there's no color. Okay. I just wanted to touch on that. And I don't think it's gotten any different for guys. Well, obviously they weren't wearing like swim trunks back then, but
I think guys back then were fully clothed as well.
that's what Danny's over there. Remember her from the last video? But Danny has a migraine, so Danny's not going to be in this video. But she's over there putting her 2 cents in. She thinks that guys were fully dressed back then, which sounds about right. I mean, I don't think guys back then swam with no shirts. Now they do. So I don't know. Okay. Then there's the whole society on the sex option. There's like 3 different things. Number 1 is the whole premarital, extramarital sex. Okay, let me just put my 2 cents on that. And this is how it relates to my life. Let's see. How I've been raised religiously. Religious, everything has to do with everything in my life. Sex before marriage is wrong. Sex before marriage is unholy. You need to do it with someone that you love. And if you love them enough, you need to get married and have sex. Now, I don't think that. I think it's just because I'm 20 and I'm tired of it. And I still have a teenage mind and I just want to do it. I don't know. I've given up on the whole having sex when I'm married. Because honestly, I don't get married. Because society has messed up what marriage is supposed to be. Not just society, people in general. I know people are society, but people are just stupid.
Back then, they would fix it, not divorce.
Well, yeah, back then you couldn't divorce. I don't know. I forgot when that changed. 60s, 70s, that changed where divorce was actually legal. But the divorce rate now through the roof because people just think, you know.
If it breaks, just get rid of it.
Yeah.
Now.
Like, you know, we're not in love. Let's just get divorced. If you're not in love then, now, you were probably in love before. Especially with the, these shows now, with this, like, 16 and pregnant and teen mom and stuff, obviously. There's these couples getting married for no reason, or not getting married at all. And then extramarital sex, you need to get shot if you're doing it. I don't care the circumstance. And for people who don't know what extramarital sex is, it's sex while you're married, like adultery. You sit down. Okay, just sit down. Okay. The one thing, the sexual orientation part of this book, I really wanted to set it to flames. To flames, okay. Okay, just because with my sexual orientation, I'm in the middle, I will say that openly. Cool. I don't like this one section in the book. Like, piss me off. Okay. Girl, you get that water. You drink that thing. You get your nourishment. Okay. There's the 2 sections, product of society and product of biology. If you think that this is, and I know my YouTube might get slashed for this, if you think that sexual orientation is a product of society, you need to stop. Nobody is like straight. Hey, you know what? All my friends are gay. Let me be gay. Tell me how that works. Because I was like, hey, all my friends are bisexual. Let me be bisexual. Nope. I just like whoever I like. I might, you know what? I might be considered asexual. No. Pansexual. I don't care. I could fall in love with a transgendered person. It wouldn't matter to me because people are people. A lot of people think that sexual orientation now is a product of society rather than biology. No, because it's been proven people actually have like a what is it? I don't want to say gay gene, but pretty much. So your phone. I'm not editing this.
Yeah.
That's my best friend. This is creative. I'm not editing my videos. So yeah, the controversies, teen pregnancy, pornography, prostitution. I didn't know that there are that many different kinds of prostitutes. For those of you guys that didn't know, there are types of prostitution. There are sex workers, call girls. They're really young girls. They're educated, very attractive to people like that. You ever seen like the dating ones where they're like on the phone and they're like, I like to date younger men and I like to date older men. That's a call girl. Okay. The middle category is people, which I don't want to be stereotypical, but I've heard most of this is of the Asian aspect with the massage parlors. Like it's under the wraps. These people are like putting these girls downstairs and like doing like back work jobs. I heard it's mostly Asian people. I watched a documentary on this the other day. Okay. Rape and date rape. I don't really want to get into that because I'm kind of uncomfortable with the subject. Sorry. When I read this chapter, I just got so pissed off. I think it's because when it comes to the whole gay controversy, it's just the sexual orientation in society that I did not like in this chapter, because I'm a strong opposing person when it comes to that subject. Like that's just the way that I am, and I've had to deal with you're just being bisexual because your friends are bisexual, or you just like girls because you have your best friend is gay, or stuff like that. That's what I have to deal with when I read. I mean, I can't get mad at a textbook. I understand, but it's kind of like you guys could have said it a little better. I don't know. That's a really touchy subject for me, but I think that any sexual orientation is a product of biology, because we are made to be what we're supposed to be. And I don't really know anyone who was like, I started being gay because my friend was gay. I just don't. That doesn't. You ever heard about that?
Huh?
People being gay because their friends are gay?
Yeah. Like it's contagious.
Does that make sense to you?
No.
Yeah, exactly. So that's mind-boggling to me, and I don't understand how society thinks that. Like, and if people do that, are you stupid? Like, and if you want to do that, you know what? You go ahead and do that, so you can be put in the position that a lot of my friends are, being gay or transgendered, or I have a lot of transgendered friends where you're going to get slashed by society. So if you want to do that, you go ahead, because it's people like you who make it that way. So I'm pretty much done. And I said this video wasn't going to be 10 minutes, but guess what? It's 10 minutes and I don't really care. So I am so interested in the next 2 chapters in the Intro to Social book, and I've already read them. So the creative side of next week is going to be awesome. So until next week, bye.